tools in doing construction cleaning or other kinds of cleaning, janitorial service, is the Pro Team Backpack Vacuum. This is just an amazing tool. It has a lot of suction. It's going to work for you great if you use it right. One of the most important things about this is the straps. They need to be used appropriately and fitted appropriately. The way that you put this on, you put your arms through the straps and you clip the lower belt, you clip the upper belt, and you tighten the straps. And the weight of the vacuum should sit on your waist and not on your shoulders, because your shoulders and arms need to be free to operate the vacuum. So I have this plugged in, obviously. It's plugged into the wall too. You've got your power button here. So I'm going to turn it on and show you how it works. You can see obviously that it's very easy to use. You use a nice smooth motion. You can use it to get into corners. You can also pull this off, and if you have something that just won't come up in a corner, you can use it around the corner. It gives you a lot more suction at one spot. So that is basically how you use it. There are a couple other important things that I want to show you. The main thing is how the filter works. So all these vacuums are fitted with a cloth filter and a paper filter, and this top comes right off, and you can pull out the paper filter and you can dump it out. This one doesn't have much debris in it because I just put it in recently. After you've dumped this 3 or 4 times, then it's time to throw it away and put a new one in. Then you have your cloth filter underneath that's a protective filter. It can be rinsed out and cleaned in the sink and put out to dry. One very important thing about the vacuum is you cannot vacuum water, and you don't want to put this back in wet, because that will pull the water right over the top of the motor and it will ruin the motor. Maybe not right away, but a couple days later that motor will go out. So place the filter back in, put your top back on, and you are ready to go. Okay, so we've covered the backpack vacuum. Now we're going to talk about a few things that you'll use out on the job on your construction clean. We have a bottle of glass and multi-surface cleaner. This is all pre-filled. We have a squeegee for window cleaning. We have white scrub pads that can be used on hard surfaces like porcelain and window frames, that type of thing. Not to be used on softer surfaces like soft tile floors or walls. And then we have microfiber cleaning cloths. These are to be used on any surface: walls, cabinets, doors. You'll also be wearing latex disposable gloves. And we have a bottle of our floor cleaner. It's called Envirox H2 Orange. And we have Emerald Cream Cleanser, which also is to be used on porcelain surfaces only. It's a pretty abrasive cleaner. These items will all be kept in your bucket. Next, we have a mop, bucket, and mop, which obviously will be used for cleaning the floors. In our mop, we have 3 different marks on here. We have a 2-gallon mark, a 3-gallon mark, and a 6-gallon mark. I have already filled this up to the 3-gallon mark with plain water. The Envirox is used at 1 ounce per gallon. So I have 3 gallons of water. I have measured out 3 ounces of the Envirox cleaning solution. So we will pour that in. Now our bucket is ready to use. We have our mop. We are ready to go. Okay, so for a quick lesson on using the mop bucket, we want to saturate our mop head in the water. We will put it in the wringer, twist, and wring it out. Now we're ready to mop. Assuming we have already vacuumed the floor and it's dust free, we're going to mop in a figure 8 direction. Flip the mop over and continue. As your mop gets loaded with dirt, you're going to want to rinse it out again in the mop water. And you can probably do this about 6 or 8 times, and then you will need to get a fresh bucket of mop water because it will be full of soil, obviously. When you come into the apartment, you're going to find that the appliances may have some stickers on the outside or some tape. It's our job to remove all that, open up the appliance. If there are any manuals inside, we'll pull those out and take those manuals and put them in a drawer like this. Same thing for the oven and the dishwasher. All these items will come out. These can be discarded. Any materials like the energy guide or the manuals, again, are going to be taken off and placed inside the drawer. Here again, I've talked to you about how to use the backpack vacuum and all the supplies that you're going to need. So, the first thing that you're going to do when you enter an apartment is work top to bottom. So one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to be in the kitchen and we're going to be cleaning or dusting the tops of the cabinets. So this can be done with a cloth or with a lamb's wool duster or with a vacuum. Next, we'll be working our way down through the cabinets. You'll use your backpack vacuum with the dusting attachment, and you'll dust out any cabinets that have visible debris. And then you'll wipe them out with a damp cloth like this, working top to bottom, taking all the dirt down to the countertop level. Then you'll be cleaning, wiping off the countertop, cleaning the sinks, cleaning the faucets, polishing them with a dry cloth, and the outsides of the appliances. Now we've moved into a bedroom. Every room is going to have windows, and we are to clean the window frames and the glass. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to have your cloth nice and wet, and that will be for the scrubbing of the window. Then you're going to come along and wet down the entire window frame and let that work for a minute. And then with your wet cloth, you're going to wipe the window frame until it's clean. You're going to get underneath the blind on both sides and wipe down all of the frames. And continue like this. Next, you're going to clean the inside glass of the window. As you can see, the outside of the glass is very dirty. We're only cleaning the inside, so when I'm done, it's still going to look dirty. I apologize for that. You're going to wet down all of the glass pretty good. And you're going to take your very wet microfiber cloth and you're going to scrub it down, not drying the window, just removing the soil. And you're going to do that on all 4 windows, and you're going to wet it down again, and then you're going to use your squeegee for your final clean. You're going to work top to bottom, wiping your squeegee after each run, left to right. And when you're done with that, you will wipe all of the frames. You cleaned all the glass, and you're going to take a dry cloth and just wipe the edges of the glass along with the inside of each frame. We're still in a bedroom. We'll be spot cleaning walls, doors, especially those touch points where people are going to put their fingers. Pay attention to those. Look for any spots on the wall. Spray your cloth and wipe those areas down. Door frames, light switches, And we also have glass in the closet doors that we're going to clean just like we cleaned the exterior glass using a squeegee and glance. So here we have the Emerald Cream Cleanser, which I mentioned before. It's very similar to soft scrub. It is very abrasive and is only to be used on porcelain. Here we have a porcelain sink and a porcelain toilet. If this sink has lots of material in it that needs to be cleaned, use your Emerald Cream Cleanser and your white scrub pad to scrub it down. Then you will rinse out the sink. We don't have running water here, so I won't be able to do that. But you will rinse out the sink with water and then do a final wipe with your microfiber cloth. Now you've completed all of your high dusting, working top to bottom. You've completed your window cleaning. You've cleaned all your countertops, spot cleaned your walls and doors, cleaned your restrooms, and you're down to the floor is what you have left. So the first thing that you want to do is vacuum the floor very thoroughly using the backpack vacuum that we discussed earlier. After that, we're going to mop the floors completely. Now you may have to mop the floors more than once. As I said earlier, you're going to fill up your mop bucket with your diluted product. You're going to wring out your mop, and then you're going to mop in a figure 8 motion, going from the farthest away from your mop bucket and working towards you. Flip the mop over so that you're using a clean side. And then you're going to take your mop and you're going to rinse it out and wring it out. You do that 3 or 4 times, then you need to change your mop water to finish the rest of your floor area. And then you may have to come back and do it again depending on how the floor looks when you're completed. And the first apartment that you do, you're going to go find your supervisor, and he or she will walk through with you to make sure you haven't missed anything. After that, as you complete the apartments on your own, you're going to do your own spot check. So please make sure that you open your cabinet drawers, check inside, make sure there's no visible debris, look at your sinks, pull out your drawers, and just do a complete and thorough walkthrough of the apartment. So that concludes our construction cleaning training series.